Today, we will be looking at the WH-1000XM4's headphones by Sony. These are great over-the-ear active noise cancelling headphones, but today we will be going into all the details so that you can decide whether it's worth your money and experience what it's like owning one. This is Jonathan, and welcome to my tech review. For the whole package, these headphones MSRP at $500 Canadian, but I always find them on sale for $350. But if you're like me and you shop on eBay, you might be able to find an open box for less than $300 Canadian dollars. Sony includes a carrying case that includes all of the accessories that come with your XM4s. The case has a strap that makes it convenient to carry. On the bottom of the case, you will find a netted pouch that you might be able to put additional accessories in. Unzipping the bronze-colored zippers reveals your XM4s as well as all the other accessories that come with your package. You get a pretty short charging USB cable, but it gets the job done, as well as an auxiliary cable that is just over 1 meter long. One side is also right angle, and lastly, you get an airplane adapter. The headphone is primarily constructed with high quality plastics, which keeps it very lightweight, but also extremely flexible and durable. They weigh in at just 252 grams and sit very comfortably on the crown of your head, especially with the padding on the headbands. Using these for 8 hours straight, the super soft foam urethane ear cups not only create a great seal to prevent audio from leaking through, but also makes it extremely comfortable to wear for long periods of time. The headband can also be adjusted on either side by simply pulling the ear cups away from the top of the headband. There are 10 length settings, which can add an additional 3 centimeters. It will click at each 3mm segments. The ear cups themselves have slight swivel to accommodate for large different varieties of heads. If you plan on using these to exercise, you might find that they might slip from time to time during intense and sudden movements, but with lightweight exercise, you should not find this to be a problem. However, keep in mind that the ear pads resting against your skin and sweat might get wet and begin to feel uncomfortable. Overall, in-ear earbuds will still be better for intense workouts, but for light jogging, these would be perfectly just fine. For those who wear glasses like me, the squishy ear cups should not interfere with the comfortability of the headphones. But if your glasses frame is on the thicker side, you may feel some discomfort as there is some uneven pressure pressed against your head. Sony rates the water resistance of these headphones at IPX4, which means that they have protection against splashing water from any direction or against any sweat. To connect your device, simply use the NFC chip on the left side of your headphones, or you can always go to the Bluetooth settings on your phone if it does not support NFC. The headphones operate using Bluetooth version 5, which allows you to connect the headphones to 2 devices. The headphones support the SBC, AAC, and Sony's very own LDAC codec. For those who are unfamiliar with audio codecs, to put it simply, it is the rate at which the data is transmitted from your audio source to audio destination. The faster the rate, the more data is transferred, and hence, the better audio quality you will hear. If you're a casual listener like me who uses YouTube or listens to Spotify very often, they use AAC, and honestly, the audio quality is still very clear. In terms of connectivity range, Bluetooth 5 allows for a connection of up to 240 meters for a direct line of sight. From personal experience at work, these headphones began to disconnect at around 40 meters. Which to me is extremely impressive considering there were concrete walls, multiple doors, and there were an excessive amount of other Bluetooth devices. The range on these headphones honestly should not be a problem because I can leave my phone on the second floor in the corner and go to the furthest point of my house, which is in the basement, and still have a very clear audio. If your audio source does not support Bluetooth, then you always have the option to use the auxiliary cord to use the XM4s as unpowered headphones, which means ANC and ambient mode will both be off. This is particularly useful when the headphones are out of battery or when you're charging them, which I find them to be a great feature. Just keep in mind that the XM4s will not turn on when charging and will automatically turn off if the charging is plugged in while it's on. The XM4s have 2 physical buttons on the left side and have a touch sensor control panel on the right face of the headphones. The first physical button closer to the bottom is the power button. Press and hold it to turn on and off the headphones. Press it once when the device is on and it will report the battery percentage. The second physical button is the custom button, which can be customized to one of the 3 options in Sony's headphone app: ambient sound control, Google Assistant, or Amazon Alexa. I like to keep it at ambient sound control as I don't find myself using these assistants very often. A single press on this button will cycle through between all 3 modes, and a long press will run the noise cancelling optimizer. The optimizer should be run when you first get your headphones or whenever there is a change in your head shape. So for example, when you get a new haircut, whether you take your glasses on or off, or when there's a pressure change in the atmosphere, like when you're on an airplane. Running this optimizer will get you the best sounding quality.
Optimizer, start. Optimizer, finished.
For media controls, the XM4s offer swipe controls on the right side of the headphones. A double tap would pause or play the audio, a swipe forward will play the next audio track, a swipe backwards will play the previous audio track, and a swipe up or down will increase or decrease volume respectively, and by holding your finger in position, the volume will continue to adjust. One of the cooler features of these headphones is when you place your palm over the right cup of the headphones. It enables ambient mode, which allows the mics to turn on and that you can hear what's around you. This is particularly useful when someone's trying to talk to you and you can just temporarily listen to them and respond. Although I do find this a little bit awkward doing this when they're talking to me. They're sometimes like, what are you doing? So what I end up just doing is simply just, putting my headphones behind my ear. Sony claims to have 30 hours of continuous playback with ANC on, and with it off, 38 hours. I can justify that the battery does in fact last around 30 hours, as I have used these at work Monday to Friday with a mixture of music on, voice calling, and as well as having ANC on with nothing else, just peace and quiet. To me, the performance of the battery is so impressive to the point that I really don't need to worry about it. But with all awesome tech, we will still need to charge them eventually. Thankfully, these headphones are equipped with fast charging, and with just 10 minutes of charging, you will get another 5 hours of playback. For a full charge, it will take around 3 hours, and you will know once it's done charging once the red LED beside this USB-C port turns off. By installing Sony's complimentary headphones app, you will be able to unlock a lot more features. While there are a lot to cover, I'm only going to go over the major ones and the ones that I find are most impactful. With Bluetooth 5, the headphones can seamlessly switch between 2 input devices. To do this, you will need to use the app. I like to use a secondary device on the computer I am working on. When both devices are set up, you are still only hearing audio from one device at a time. So you won't be hearing audio from both devices simultaneously, but it allows you to easily pick up a phone call in the middle of your work. Adaptive sound control lets the headphones auto-detect your current actions and automatically adjust the ambient sound control. There are 4 settings that you can play around, but by default, staying and transport mode is set to completely cancel out all noises, while walking is set to level 12 and running is set to 20, which is full transparency mode, allowing you to fully hear what's around you. Now, I'm personally not a fan of using adaptive sound control, and that's because it takes too long to switch between the 2 modes. For example, from staying to walking takes around 15 seconds, and from walking to staying takes even longer, sometimes up to 1 minute for it to switch. Speak to chat is one of those features that theoretically sounds very useful, but practically is a little bit awkward to use. When you enable this feature, what it does is whenever it hears your voice talking, it'll pause your music and enable full ambient sound mode, which means that you can hear others who are talking to you. While it does a fantastic job enabling this mode when it hears your voice, it doesn't enable when others speak to you, which means you're not going to hear them and it causes an awkward situation. By experience, what happens is while I'm working, I can see someone's lips moving and I'm assuming they're talking to me, and I end up saying, sorry, what did you say? And right when I say that, that's when it triggers, and again, it creates this awkward situation because they're just like, all I said was hey. So for me, again, what's easier is just simply for me to take the ear cups off my ears so that I can hear what others are saying. Another awkward situation that it creates is once you stop talking, the default minimum duration before it returns back to your music is 15 seconds. So once the conversation is over, there's still 15 seconds of just sitting in silence and listening to your surrounding. In the left ear cup, there is a sensor that will detect when you are wearing the headphones. By enabling the pause when headphones are taken off, the headphones will automatically pause the song when they are taken off. To me, this is very seamless and there is no reason to not enable this feature unless you absolutely want full control. However, this feature could be accidentally triggered when you are putting it around your neck and you face it towards your chest, or when you're laying it flat on the table. This may be a turnoff for some people, but to me it is not a deal breaker. And here is a sound quality test for the headphones themselves. So put in some earbuds or headphones that you have for the best audio quality.
Noise cancelling. Ambient sound. Power off. Noise cancelling. Ambient sound. Power off. Noise cancelling. Ambient sound. Power off.
Hello, this is a mic test in an ideal environment where there's no noise whatsoever. How do I sound? Does it sound good? Is this acceptable for what you expect from these headphones? Let me know down below in the comments section. This is a sound test with the same headphones, but now with some added fan noises and even some wind noises. How do I sound? Is this acceptable for what you think from this headphones? I'm going to add some wind directly into the earphones now and see how that sounds like. So now there's some wind blowing into the headphones. Can you hear the wind? Is it too loud? Are you able to hear my voice? Let me know down in the comments below. Now we're simulating, I suppose, in a very loud cafe. I am speaking a little bit louder just to see if you can even hear my voice at all. Let me know down in the comments below. How does it sound? Or am I completely just being swarmed by the background noise? So the XM4s are a beast when they come to sound quality. They have intuitive controls and have a lot of features that can be customized. Whether it is worth the $350 price tag, that's up to you to decide. But for me, paying less than $300, these are a definitely good buy. And they've definitely saved me a lot of headaches in the noisy work environment that I used to work in. If this video has helped you decide whether these headphones are a good buy for you, please leave a comment down below and press on the like button. It'll help me with my channel greatly. And if you want more of this, press subscribe and don't forget to press the notification bell. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a good day. Take care. Bye bye. And here is a sound test for the heathump.